Kyle, we're waiting for Lee. Lee thought it was cancelled, so he went home. So, but we're good. Don't worry. Just chill out and watch and relax and just be a fan. Hi guys, and welcome to the next installment of Terratoba, brought to you by the Xbox Cast. Lee is here with me today, and Kyle is absent.
It's bizarre. I've never done one with you. Just us two.
Oh, that's really true.
Yeah, quite bizarre.
The last time I took a podcast, I was on my own, and I brought friends in.
Oh, yes. I was away, wasn't I? I was in the UK, yeah.
I don't remember. Kyle might have been at a concert.
Or
something like
Rebecca. Yeah.
And Jeremy, I think. Yeah. So that was last year. I was terrified.
Yes, talking.
Yes, so welcome to Game Face. We're carrying on Terratoba today, which is our scary games. This is going to be a short episode.
Yeah.
Shortish.
We say this and then it goes on.
Yeah, so, That's true. Have you played much apart from Blair Witch?
Well, Destiny 2 is all about going back to the moon, and it's all about haunted. So all the baddies you've killed in the past have come back as haunted baddies to re-kill again.
Is this in the latest expansion?
Yes, Shadowkeep. Yep.
Is it like Halloween themed?
No, it's just they happened to. Obviously, they must have thought about it, but they happened to do a game that came out which was all dead stuff coming back. Yes.
Interesting.
And your main mission is to find out what's actually doing it and why they're coming back. And there's lots of kind of floating stuff, and the moon's really cool because the moon basically is black. And when you go downstairs, there's nothing there, and you have a torch, and all you have is a torch, and things running at you.
Jeez, okay.
Yeah. So it can get a bit hectic.
Off-putting?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you can't see anything unless when you're looking.
Wait. Okay. So the moon is black.
Yeah. Well, you go underground, it's black. It's dark because it's not like a city.
Wait. When you go in the moon.
When you're on the moon, it's okay. Then there's lots of...
What colour is the moon?
Moon's like a moon colour, greyish colour, I guess. Yeah, bluish grey colour, I guess.
I was trying to work out, if the moon is black...
Oh, I see.
How did you find it?
Yes. No. It's not dark side of the moon.
In reality, though, what colour is the moon?
Because
it's not white.
No, it's like a greyish colour, isn't it?
But isn't that the reflection?
Of the moon, of the sun.
Is the moon made of like a whole lot of really tiny mirrors? And that's why it's...
No, because the Earth reflects the sun anyway, just because of the nature of the sun being so bright.
Yeah, but the other side of the Earth that the sun isn't on is black. But the moon is like always light.
No, because the moon always stays the same face almost, doesn't it? Wherever we look, it's always the same way. It doesn't spin around the moon, it just stays.
Okay, so the dark side of the moon?
Yes.
What colour is the moon?
Isn't it just rock?
So grey.
Yeah, it's just rock. Because it's part of Earth back in the day, wasn't it? Didn't it break off Earth or something? That's how it was created.
No.
I'm sure that's how it came along.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. Then why is it not blue?
Because blue's only because of the clouds, the atmosphere also makes it blue.
I don't know. I mean, we should have Kyle here to tell us these things. Okay, carry on. So you go inside the moon and it's black and things run at you and it's freaky.
Yes. So you kind of get a call. There's weird stuff happening on the moon. You need to go to the moon and find out what's happening. Something's gone missing. I think someone's appeared and gone, I need help. Can you go and help me? You go, okay. So you go to the moon and then you kind of go down below.
Okay.
And it's all haunted. And there's all these, I can't remember what they're called now, but these things come out of the ground and attack you. And then you get to a certain area and they're called nightmares.
Jeez,
but they're the old baddies that you've killed back in the day.
That sounds actually terrifying.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's really cool. And one of the worst ones is you go down to the certain area to go and find something, some sort of piece of rock or something, which is really important. And then it's like, right, you need to get out. And you've just got to run.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You know what that gives me flashbacks of? Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot,
the backwards episodes.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the backwards ones where you have to run towards the camera and you don't know what's coming next.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's all pitch black. So you're just literally running, and because it's all jumping and moving and avoiding, you don't really know. You're kind of guessing, hopefully this is the right route, and you don't end up going down a dead end. And then there's like a jump on a bridge, which I missed the first couple of times because I didn't realise it was there. And if you mess up, you die, and then you go back to the beginning again.
Can you do this as a team?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, definitely. Yep.
So
if someone dies, they get left behind. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's no going back. It's like Halo back in the last level of Halo. When you're on the truck and you're trying to get through on the Jeep, trying to get through to the ends.
Oh, yes.
If a person dies, you say just stand still. Because if they move, they pull you out of the Jeep, whatever it's called,
yeah.
and pull you off it. And you're like,
Huh.
great. So you have to start the mission again because you've got to time it, haven't you?
Yeah. Far out. I
Yeah.
don't remember that.
You just go,
I mean, I don't remember that mechanic. I remember that level being really hard.
yeah, it took me a lot of goes. First time
Yeah.
I ever did it, it took me a lot of goes, yeah. And there was lots of swearing because people kept going the wrong way. It's like, just stand, if you fall off, just stop. Whoever gets on there first, the other person is literally doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because if they do anything, then it just breaks the whole system.
Oh, okay.
And pulls
I
them
do
out.
vaguely remember a time where I fell off
Yes.
and I just watched Kyle ride off and I'm
That's
like, well,
right.
okay then.
Yeah, no, you don't. You can't wait. There's no time.
It's a different kind of horror.
So come back.
Did you finish the expansion?
I haven't finished it all, no. I've got to the really hard level.
That you have to have others
so you
to
get
help
light.
you out with?
Yeah, well, I just need to be stronger. So you get 750 to start with. And then each mission gets slightly harder.
Right.
And the last mission I did, I was like 839 or 840, and the mission was actually 830.
Right.
And 10 lights is not quite enough to kill the baddie at the end.
Ah,
As in, I died about 5-10 times.
right. But if you had someone to help out. that
Yeah,
would
yeah,
be
you need
easy.
someone to distract. There's a new
Right.
mechanic now of baddie, but the baddie has two other guys. You have to kill the two other guys first. And that's quite hard because you've still got the baddie guy who's really strong trying to get you, and the two other guys that are vaguely strong trying to get you. Yeah.
Is there a mechanic in Destiny, forgive my noobness, where you can taunt? So like there are character classes.
Oh, no, there's not.
Where you're
No.
like, come at me.
Yeah, no, distracting and stuff.
Yeah.
No, other than shooting him in the face a few times.
Yeah,
That's-
that would be pretty
Yeah,
distracting.
yeah, that puts them off a little bit.
That does
Yes.
make you want to go and kill someone.
Yes, it does. Makes them chase after you. Oh.
Okay.
So all scary.
In my world.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. If you've been
Oh,
chased,
yeah.
the one mission in particular being chased is horrible because you just all you hear is the wizards screaming. Do you know the wizards?
Yes,
They
I do. I
and
do.
they run
I don't.
through.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So they kind of all you can hear is those guys, and then they appear as two of them, and you're like, well, I can't kill you because I've got no time. So you just got to shoot two of them both and hope that you can kind of get through without dying.
Okay, that sounds tense as.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's fun.
Yeah, no, I don't like those wizards. And in fact, my fear of them comes from Kyle because when I started Destiny, Kyle's like, "Oh, these wizards! I hate these wizards." He's
the
like,
noise,
"Listen to
mate.
them scream,"
Yeah, it is.
and because I don't think I would have noticed otherwise. But he's like, "Listen to them scream," and I'm like, "Oh, crap!"
Especially when you get, because you're going down and all you hear is that and the noise in the distance, and you know what, you're going into a room full of them, or there's a couple there and they hide and they move around and
Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of the first time I played Gears. The wretches in number 1, I think they're on the roof and they scream.
yep.
And I was pretty new to that new generation of video games. So I was like, I was already apprehensive of playing Gears of War because the Locust looked terrible. And Carl's like, because I remember asking him, is it scary? And he's like, not really. There's one or two bits that are a bit, not so great. And then I remember coming up to this level with where the wretches are introduced, and they introduce themselves with a scream. And I remember thinking, oh, okay. And Carl's like, you might find this a little bit scary.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were still dating at that point. Okay.
There's quite a few games out there. Like Mass Effect is the same. They have, there's some sort of weird wizard thing that you try and kill. I think they're witches actually in Mass Effect.
Sirens?
Mass Effect 3, yeah, sirens, yeah. So
They're-
they appear and they make lots of noise and they're really
Yeah.
hard to kill.
Sirens are terrifying. There were sirens in a world in Fable 2.
Ah,
And I
okay.
hated it so
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
I didn't want to go back.
There's one mission in particular was you had to go and kill the main one, and you're kind of
Oh, yeah.
facing them more and more of them as you go through. It's like they're
Right.
sisters or something, or something like that happens.
I
Yeah.
hate that concept so much.
I
It
know,
freaks
it's-
me out just thinking about it. Okay. So wait, how many do you have on your list? Just so I know. Destiny and Blair
Well,
Witch.
I'm just checking what
Oh,
else
okay.
I've played. I was just trying to go through Xbox. My Xbox app is dying,
Aw,
which is a bit annoying.
give it some love. Give it some
It doesn't
medicine.
deserve love if it doesn't work.
Okay, well, I've got 3. So I'll start with
For scary games,
yeah,
no, only those two probably.
just those 2.
yeah,
Okay.
but for games, I've got a couple.
Can you make them scary?
Diabolical Jester's quite scary when playing with him. Would that count?
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, it does. So what? Division?
No, Anthem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, interesting. 'Cause he hadn't played it much.
Right.
As in, like, he was level 9 and I was level 30, and his light was 100, or power's 100, mine's 500 or 570. So we're completely kind of outclassed. But very good for me because I could just melt stuff. But you go for it. You do a story. That's I'll just keep talking.
Well, no, because like one of mine is it was played for Terratoba, and the other two kind of aren't. But there's definitely a scary element to them. I'll start with City Skylines.
That's okay.
No, it's legit.
Okay. What's
So,
it to do with sewage?
do you remember? No, but close. It's actually worse.
Okay. Oh, right.
Do you remember last time I spoke about cities? I had a death epidemic.
Yes.
And I told you about the.
There's a bug.
It's not a bug, but it's designed that
feature?
if you expand too quickly, those people will all come of old age at the same time, and they'll all die.
Because you play at like 16 speed, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I get
okay.
bored.
I get bored.
Also, my favorite part, I've said this before, is watching the buildings upgrade. So I like to watch them go quickly.
Yes.
And so that I can go on to and find the next one that's being upgraded and sit and watch it. Anyway, so I was playing relatively slowly because I went back to a previous save knowing this would happen. And so so I got ready
So
for this
are
apocalypse.
we calling that do a Kyle? Is that what we're calling that from now on?
If it's a city builder, I think you're expected to make mistakes and go back.
Okay,
it's
right.
like it's an educational game.
Oh, I see. Okay, you're learning from your mistakes.
Yeah, exactly,
Right.
exactly. So I was prepared for it. And I wanted to watch it happen, whereas before I was working on a space in my world, and then I kind of woke up to this apocalypse and didn't realize it had been happening because I was focusing
On a building being built.
on
Something
probably
being pretty.
on my
Oh,
plants.
look.
I'm like that cow.
Such
It's
a
not
good
doing a
looking
thing. Anyway, so yeah, so it happened upon me. So I was ready this time, and the first death occurred, and so I looked at it and I thought, okay, there is a person that has died in a mall. And I didn't quite grab the link. I said to myself, I think this is just a fluke. I don't think this is the beginning of the apocalypse. Someone died in a mall. It happens, and it was in a high crime area.
Okay.
So okay, no biggie. I haven't hit the apocalypse yet. So I played a bit more, made a few changes and improvements, and I played for an hour and a half, and it just started happening. But the weird thing is people aren't tending to die in their homes. They die at the shops,
Okay.
which is not what I was expecting. That's point
You
one.
thought old age would just be curled up in bed sleeping and
Yeah,
dying,
well, you
or-
can't, unfortunately, you can't go in and find out about the person that died. So I don't know if they're all seniors. But, yeah, one, I wasn't expecting that. I thought they were all going to die in their houses. And then the second one is it all started happening at the same time. People would go to the shops and then just die there. And then they would start like losing business, and then the shop next to them would have like a dead person. Like the death was spreading. This
Sounds
is
like
why
zombies to me.
I'm calling it an apocalypse, and
Yes.
why it's on my horror list.
So how'd you fix it?
So I slowed the game down, and by that I mean I went by normal speed. In the cases where so there were a few houses that only had old people in them. So I demolished it.
So you killed them before they died. Interesting.
So I haven't hit the peak yet, where everyone's dying. I think the app's screwed.
There's
it
something
has
really
problems.
broken, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's not.
So I
Just
think-
I've tried both Xbox apps now. So
I think it's still going to get worse. At the moment, I'm just going it on like a case-by-case basis because they tend to be dying in malls, and I don't really care about
what
commercial.
warning do you get though?
You get a little icon that has like a skull and crossbones, and
Oh,
then you know
okay.
someone's died.
So what do you just wipe out the whole mall?
Yeah, sometimes.
amazing.
Other times, like I have to keep an eye on how many hearses I have.
Well, that's right. You had a Hearst issue, didn't you? Or lack of Hearst issue.
Well, that's what I heard happens.
So do you build more funeral homes?
You can do. Also, I'm going to slowly start running out of space in my graveyards.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, one of the
Just throw them in the sea, the big sewer in the sea.
one of the
Just
sorry,
ignore
I got
that.
distracted. Throw who in the sea? The people.
The dead people.
And add to the sewer problem.
Yeah, you've got a problem already. You might as well just go with it.
It's true. I need see no.
Just
This
wait for your
death apocalypse is really hard because I'm trying to get to a certain population so that I can unlock the water treatment.
Oh, that's
so
right.
that I
Yes.
can fix the sewer thing.
Yes.
But people keep dying, so
It's rude.
yeah. If I run out of hearses, then people start getting sick because of all the dead people, and
the
that's
smell.
a problem. But I haven't got to that part yet.
Okay.
So yeah, I played for an hour and a half, and I thought this is enough. I'm coping okay. So yeah, that's cities. I think that counts as horror, hey?
I'm horrified by
Good.
your lack of caring for dead people. Actually, just
They're old.
they're old. They died.
They weren't. We were running out of like people who could work in offices, but all the houses
So
were taken
can
up.
you bus in people or something?
From outside?
Yeah.
No, I think you only like transport goods in and out.
Okay. You have to do like a look at my cities. Please come and visit. Big billboards or something.
Yeah, at the moment I've kind of been concentrating on just surviving, but at one point when I get wealthy enough, I will have like a leisure district almost for
Leisure.
tourists.
Oh, nice.
Because at the moment they couldn't care less.
They keep dying. So,
No, that hasn't spread to the news yet.
Okay.
No one knows.
Bizarre.
So anyway, that's
So when
cities.
you first start there, do you have to actually stage your building by like 10 years more? So do you have to give yourself 10 years, build a whole block, 10 years, build, and then you kind of spread out the depth?
Yeah, kind of. I'd say 2 to 5 years. But you go by demand. So you've got your little graphs at the bottom there, and it'll tell you whether people are wanting more houses, more commercial, more industry.
SimCity, yeah.
So you I go by that, and then have a vague idea of where I want my houses and where I want my industry.
Yes. It's exactly the same as Sims. Because you can't put them next to each other because they don't like it. It's smelly.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They don't
It's
like the
fair dues.
pollution and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, what's your second game?
Blair Witch. I played, I think it was 75 minutes. I actually streamed it with Carl talking to me. So the one thing I said for the beginning was the controls are horrible.
Yes.
Like,
Have you...
so confused by the controls. I keep hitting the wrong button.
Yeah.
And bringing up, like, talk to the dog. I'm like, I don't want to talk to the dog. I want to go and use something. And
Have you accidentally scowled your dog, like told off your
no,
dog?
I haven't actually, no.
Right,
I did
okay.
keep calling him because I
Yep.
want to bring up something. I go call the dog. I was like, no, that's right. It's the right button. For some, it doesn't feel natural, the controls.
Okay, yeah.
Carl
I've
reckons
heard
it's
that.
on purpose, but I don't think it. I think it's just badly designed. I don't think it's on purpose.
So it stops you being scared.
Yeah,
Because-
you're like, I want to go. Well, because when it's not being scary, you're like, I just want to do this, bring out the torch, go and check the phone because there's a phone call, check the
Yeah.
walkie-talkie. You're like, I just can't quite remember exactly what I was doing.
Yeah, interesting. When I was watching Kyle, the phone mechanic seemed quite hard.
Just the whole thing's really weird.
Yeah.
The whole thing's really weird. And takes you out of the game because it's not like most games you play Destiny, Gears, you're just there and you know the control. Gears are a bit odd, but you kind of get used to it after a while.
You do get used to it.
After
yeah.
10 minutes you're into it and you just forget. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I kept finding myself. And it is kind of scary, but it's more, I felt like I was being lost, which I guess is the mechanic because you're supposed to be getting lost.
Yeah.
And I couldn't work out the video thing where you're supposed to pause the video in one place.
Isn't that a
'Cause-
super big part of the game?
But I didn't know how am I supposed to know. That's what I said to Carl. I was like, it's great you told me, but if I was playing this myself, I went, oh yeah, there's a campsite, walked around, picked up some stuff, looked at the video and went, great, okay. And then walked into the forest thinking I better walk down this path. And Carl's like, no, go back. I was like, well, why? Because look at the video again. Oh, I guess that. So then I went, oh, now pause it in a certain spot. I was like, oh, okay, so that's a whole mechanic. But there's no clue at any point that there's a mechanic like this. How did Carl know?
Okay, well, when Kyle was playing, he had Amy telling him what to do the whole time.
I see. Okay. So Carl was my Amy, basically.
I'm sure he was a bit more diplomatic about it, but yeah.
Oh, really? You fool.
Interesting. I would say that there was some element of Oxenfree where I'm like, what do I do now? I wonder if I pull out my radio, what'll happen. But there weren't any cues or music cues or nothing. It was just I wonder what happens. Maybe now's the time that I try this thing.
Yeah. So I find that kind of weird. But then the whole there's one bit where you've got to get back to the white tree. I was like, okay. So I just started walking into the forest thinking, I have no idea. Because you got no idea where you are because you've just been fighting these stupid ghoul things you've got to shine torch at.
Right.
And then it says get back to the white tree. You go, okay.
So you're walking to a
Just
forest.
walk. You just go straight
A
ahead.
forest has trees.
Yes.
One of them has to be albino.
That's right. And then the dog started barking. I was like, oh, so then I'll follow the dog barks. And he took me to the tree. So that was a kind of way of not having you wander too aimlessly around.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So, did you get a fright at any point?
A little bit. I wouldn't say jump scare. It was more of a because it was what was those annoying things that are coming at you all the time.
Yeah.
And once you put the headphones on, you
Yeah.
hear them coming at you, and you're trying to get around quick enough to
Yeah.
kind of get to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
It wasn't jump scare. Not
did you
jump
feel
scare.
anything?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, not completely heartless.
Yeah, I was just checking. I was
Yeah.
just checking. Okay. You going to carry on? You going to finish it? Do you care about the story?
No, not at all. No, don't care. I actually was tempted last night to play Outlast, just to go and play an hour of it, just to kind of give myself a different outlook, because that's supposed to be really scary. And I thought, oh, that'd be a completely different, proper jump scare one. Which I think Blair Witch is more
Atmospheric.
unnerving rather than anything
Right.
else. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, well, you could play Outlast tonight.
yeah, I could. I know, but I keep playing Surviving Mars.
It's not a horror. You can play that next month.
No, but it's so good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's so
Free,
good.
yeah.
There's so many hours into that game already. Yes.
Okay. Is that Blair Witch done?
Yes, I'm not fussed. I might go back to it, but I'm not overly fussed. I'd rather
Yeah.
go and play. I think actually I might just do this month. Go and play Outlast, and then go and play
Dead Space?
Dead Space or something. Yeah, just play a couple for like an hour or two, and just see if they're really cool. Then I'll just
Yeah.
continue on.
I didn't think you'd get interested in it.
No.
No. Do you like horror movies?
Yes, love horror movies. Yeah.
Okay,
But I
what's
never
your
find them
favourite?
that scary though. So they kind of. Really like Devil. Do you watch see Devil? It's really cool. So these guys get stuck in a lift, and you kind of each one of them are kind of slightly bad, and the whole thing is about them kind of almost being shown off for how bad they are. Mm-hmm. And they get stuck in this lift, and the police arrive, and they're all kind of freaking out. The lights keep turning off, and something happens, and then I think one of them dies, or something. Like it all just kind of goes. And I really like that sort of tension horror almost.
Okay. Is that not a thriller?
Yes. Well, no, because it is actually supernatural.
Oh,
what they're
okay.
doing. Yeah. I like all the Freddy movies, but they're because they're silly. Like they're not because they're scary. Evil Dead 2 is awesome, but not because it's scary, but because it's great gore and a hand that chases someone around the building and all this sort of stuff. That's just fun. Because that's what most of the horror movies are like, really.
Yeah, out there. And yeah, now they've just got paranormal stuff, really.
Yeah. Like Paranormal Activity, I like that. They were quite cool. I like the idea behind them, like the
it's
kind of cam
different.
and the.
Have you seen Joker?
No, the new one. No, I want to see it though.
Okay,
That's
I've
not
heard
horror,
it's quite
though, is it?
disturbing. No,
Oh, okay.
But I think some people could find it quite
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah.
Okay, just so, are those your two scary games?
Yes.
Okay, I will go quickly through Shadow of Mordor. There's not a lot to say. What I did write down is that I expected you to be like, that's not a horror game.
That is what I'm thinking, but I kept back.
So I wrote down some things.
Okay, some things.
Okay,
Number one, it is a horror game.
Mordor itself is pretty damn scary.
It's not that dark.
Nobody
though.
wants to live there.
But it's not.
It's literally dark.
Yeah, but it's not dark. It's not like I need a torch to see dark.
No, okay,
It's like
I
Twilight
understand.
dark.
It is soul-destroying dark
Right.
because it is depressing.
Yes.
Nobody wants to live there.
Yes.
Only orcs live there.
And you're dead, and all you're doing is trying to.
Correct. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
I'm possessed by an elf.
Yes. You get some cool powers though. There's a good feedback. Like if I was gonna get possessed by an elf, that would be quite cool.
I
to
think
have some
most
cool
people
powers.
who are possessed can float. I think that's a thing.
No, but you can use the elf to kill stuff. There's a whole wraith attack and all
I'm
that.
just saying,
That's-
if you're possessed, you do get some powers.
Yes.
Well, not you.
Well,
the thing.
I'd hope to. Yes.
Okay, so that's point one. Mordor
Yes.
itself is a horror.
Okay. Yes. 1 second.
is-
So you have to say it like Gandalf or something. It's Mordor. Got to say it in like a more
Mordor.
of a.
Yeah. Okay.
It's scarier.
It is the realm and base of the Dark Lord Sauron.
Yes, that's right.
He's pretty bad.
Yes,
he's
he's an
pretty
eye.
evil
Yep.
and scary.
Yes.
Okay. Scary eyes. Crazy
Scary
eyes, right? And
Crazy
men
eye.
get
Just one eye.
yeah, men get scared about girls that have crazy eyes.
That is very true.
That's a thing. So
And
that is
redheads.
scary.
Yes.
That's like IRL scary.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
Like there's a mountain called Mount Doom.
Yes.
That's pretty crazy.
Yes.
That's pretty scary.
Quite scary.
And then my last one is the language that they speak in Mordor is called Black Speech.
Yes, that's
That's
correct.
pretty scary.
Yep.
That's all I have to say. That's it for Shadow of Mordor, and I think I've stated my case really well. But now I'm
So-
going to go on to Oxenfree.
I know. I got one question. Did you get scared at any point playing Mordor?
Yeah.
Oh,
back in the day.
Oh, back in the day.
Now I'm my boss.
Right.
And
When
I'd
you were
kill
like
everything.
10.
No, last year.
Last year.
Last year when I was no good at it, I would run through the land trying to run away from a captain, and I wasn't any good, so I knew that if he caught up to me, I would die.
Dead, yes.
And then it was comical because Kyle was cracking up. As I was running through the land, I just kept stumbling across another captain until I had about 4 or 5.
Nice.
And I was running, and then you'd have that cutscene where it goes, and he goes, "Oh, haha, you again."
No.
And then I just like climbed a tower and just sat there.
Just hide.
They're all there, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. That was scary and depressing as
that's
well.
really sad. I thought we were sad now.
Thank you. So yeah, I think this deserves a thing on the list. Lastly, Carl thought it was hilarious, but he was also quite simple. I think he patted my head.
Oh, nice.
While I was sitting there going.
Nice.
Okay, Oxenfree.
Yes.
I knew nothing about this game going into it. All I knew was that you could interrupt. It was a choose your own adventure kind of, and you could interrupt people's dialogue.
Or not talk at all, I found out.
Or not talk at all. There is an
interesting.
achievement for not saying a word. And I don't think I said this because I hadn't played it yet. I finished the story. It's not super long, maybe 3-4 hours if you're me. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played.
Wow, okay.
The voice acting is amazing. You know how Americans often overact when they're voice acting, like they went to drama school?
Mm-hmm.
These people talk so normally. And the dialogue is timed so that the flow of dialogue is super important in the realism of the game. And so it's timed. So if people are talking, you have a certain amount of time to respond if you want to, rather than there being like a weird pause for people to wait for you to say a thing.
Yep.
So the fact that it's timed lets the conversation carry on if you choose not to say something.
Yep.
And it works so well. It's so real. And Kyle was somewhere else. And I had the curtains closed and I was playing this game for 2 hours straight, which I never do. And there's not a whole lot I can say without spoiling it. The voice acting is incredible.
Is it scary?
Yes.
It
no,
is?
it's not super scary. It's like Simone scary.
Okay, well that's good.
When on my second session, when I actually nearly finished the game, there was a time where I was sitting, and I've never done this with a game. I was sitting on the couch and my mouth was I was frowning the whole time because I'm like, what on earth is going on? Like, I can't believe this is real. And there was something that had my mouth literally just drop open, and I just kind of scowled at the screen, and I'm like, this blows my mind right now. How is this possible? When we finish Terratoba, I'm hoping that anyone who wants to play Oxenfree will have played it, because I want to talk about the story.
Okay.
So you should play it.
I did start playing it, actually,
I don't think you're going to enjoy it.
Oh, really? Okay. I got as far as you get on the island, and then you go down into a kind of a cave.
Yeah.
And then I stopped playing it after that point.
Okay. So play it, and then at the end of Terratoba, I want to actually talk about the story.
Okay.
And what you guys did.
Is it a choose your own adventure? Literally, like there's nothing really that can kill you. It's almost like a walking sim. Or
Yeah,
is it
correct.
a proper?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a walk. You're safe.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's not really a spoiler. It's really story driven.
Yeah. No, I noticed that at the time. It was like go to here and then talk to this person, have a conversation, move on to the next bit. And
Yeah.
That was...
I'll say that your character is safe.
Oh right. Okay.
What happens with other characters is, I think it depends on you.
All right. Okay. So you don't talk at all; they all die or something.
I don't know. There's also an achievement for going around and making enemies with everyone. So you just pick like the really
nice
mean stuff, which I'll probably do in my second playthrough. It's gonna feel really uncomfortable, I think, to do.
It's all in the kind of, it's a testing. It's not real. It's okay. Like your first playthrough is real. The second one's a experiment.
And you know what I found fascinating is sometimes something would happen and the 3 dialogue options would pop up, and my reaction was something I could actually click. Do
you play as Simone, or do you play as if you were that character? Yeah, okay.
I play V. I played me the first time round. Although I knew my character, so I guess it's a mixture. I became her, and then thinking
it was
as
a guy.
her.
It's not a guy, the main character.
She, Alex. Yeah, you play a girl. So as knowing her backstory, knowing her relationship to the characters, I could become her and be like, I'd say this. Or I could think as her and be like, what the heck is going on? That dialogue option would come up and I could be like, what the heck is going on? And I thought that was really neat. It felt so natural. And I would even say some of the movements, there's not a lot it's not really even a platformer, but the body movements felt amazing. It's a side scroller, and when people were talking, their body movements were different. So say I'm Alex and I've got my best friend Ren here and my stepbrother Jonas on my right. So I've got Ren here, Ren on my left and Jonas on my right. If my character was talking and I would move her in front of Ren, her head, not just her head would follow him as if she's talking to him, her whole body would react to the fact that she was talking to him in a really normal way, not in a what do humans do? Let's animate them this way. Yeah. I'm like, I can imagine someone physically doing that while they're talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think it was 10 minutes, and I found that mechanic, the walking and looking at people, that made me.
So can you kind of walk off as they're talking to you almost?
Yeah. You kind of can. They'll follow you.
Okay.
And the way they follow you feels very natural as well. They don't like sprint after you or try and catch up. They'll plod along like a human.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it was within the first 10 minutes of me seeing how they reacted and the way that the dialogue went that I realized it was going to be my favorite game, no matter what the story. Because it just blew my mind.
Yeah, right.
So normal. It felt like these people were real. That's what the movement and dialogue was like.
Interesting.
And I can't say anything about the story.
Yeah.
Something really spooky happened, and I need to talk to somebody about it.
Okay. Well, Noel finished it.
Yeah. Actually, that's true. I need to talk to him in private though.
Yeah.
Because no one must know about this thing. Because
No.
I need to know what other people thought.
Yep.
Without telling them.
I want to play it now. Okay. That's interesting. 3 or 4 hours. So I'm about 10 minutes into it, no? 20 minutes into it probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'd say anything that happens in the cave, the bit that you haven't got to yet, I wouldn't even class as a spoiler because it's that
Quite
close
early.
in the beginning. Yeah. And it sets the scene for the whole story. So
Yep.
yeah, it's basically where you understand the triangle.
Is it
from.
if you make this choice, this happens, and this choice, this happens, or does it happen anyway, despite what you say? People react to you differently, but the story just continues on?
I'm not really sure the extent yet because I've only played it once.
Right.
I know that there's a few choices in regards to characters, and I think it does affect what they think of you. There's a little bubble that has a person's face on it, and that's when you know that they've kind of made not a choice.
It's like
they
Sims.
have a thought.
It's like Sims 4 almost. Isn't it?
They've definitely. It's like their opinion of someone has kind of altered.
Yep. Yeah.
And sometimes that can be just you mentioning a character, something about their past, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's new information," and they'll think about that person. And I was hoping at the end of the game it would detail what they thought.
I'll give you like a rundown.
It doesn't. What it does do at the end, the various choices you made, it'll give you a pie chart, and it'll say, so many people did this.
Oh, okay. Same as the Carl's
Life
favourite
is
game,
Strange.
Life is Strange. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'd say even less detailed.
Right, okay.
So they'd be like, say, no, actually, I don't want to spoil anything because the story is quite neat.
That's cool. Okay. Let's play it. Because I heard it's awesome. And that's
Yeah.
why I started playing it. I think I just sat quietly one afternoon and started playing it. And
Yeah, get to the end. It requires a few playthroughs, but to 100% it.
Yep.
But just play through it once. Mm-hmm. And then you'll know if you want to play After Party, which is their new one.
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
one
right.
where you
Yeah,
drink
you
the
drink
devil.
with the devil. That sounds awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't wait to play that. I can't believe it's free.
That's going to be free as well, is it?
It's on Game. It'll be on Game Pass.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
I can't wait to play it.
No.
Now that I've finished Oxenfree, I'm not going to play it for probably a year because I don't want my playthroughs to get mixed up in my head.
Okay.
I have a really bad memory. So I'll play it a second time. I'll play it like a third time, and I won't remember
You'll mix up the first 2 playthroughs. And
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
quite easily.
Unless you go complete renegade or kind of, just go, right, bad answers for this playthrough. good answers, confused answers and no answers, and just see the difference between.
The thing is I do find the story intriguing enough that I want to remember. So I want to remember what happens if I choose all the negative answers. One thing I found difficult was sometimes I struggled to know when the dialogue options were actually sarcasm, which meant that I'd say something I thought was genuine and she'd say it sarcastically, and I'm like, oh crap,
Now you're really going.
I didn't mean to do that. So I think that's a bit unfair. Unless I know that I'm not good at picking up sarcasm, but I felt it was too subtle.
Yep.
I felt, which is a shame. And what is quite neat is, you can interrupt people's conversations, and that may end up meaning that you miss out on information. Which is story. It's only story-related information. It's not going to help you in the game.
Okay.
It's just if you're interested in the story.
So Austin Powers style. Is that talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
There was one thing along the way, you can comment on certain signposts or something. And I found myself waiting for the conversation to lull before being like, look at the sign, because you can initiate it at any time.
Okay.
But it felt rude.
To interrupt their little spiel.
Yeah, because that's how natural it felt.
Yeah.
So I'd wait for them to talk and then maybe mention it. And I thought the fact that that's how real it felt. And I'm really curious to know whether other people felt the same thing. Because it was rude and it felt, it's going to be hard being the mean person in the next playthrough. So there's my 3 cities. Shadow of Mordor. Mm-hmm. Great statement there.
Yes.
And Oxenfree. There's 1 or 2 jump scares that got me.
In Oxen?
Yep.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And I was honestly, near the end of the playthrough, I was frowning at the screen because I was on edge, and I didn't want something. I didn't know what was coming next.
Yep.
And then there's a thing that freaked me out. I think I got goosebumps when it happened, and I got shivers, and I need to talk to somebody about this scene.
And Carl wasn't around watching it as well.
I told him that he needs to play it because I need to talk to him about it.
Debrief on it.
Yes.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's
it's creepier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Well, it comes on the list. I was looking at lists and it's always on the list of creepy games or scary games or horror games, and it's like, oh, okay.
I think all I knew is that it had a small supernatural element to it. Yeah. It's definitely creepy. If you're scared of scary things, you're okay. You'll be okay to watch.
Scared of scary things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You played it through to the end, so it can't be that scary. Because you would have probably just walked away if it was too bad, though.
Yeah, I think if it was, I'd know what may give me nightmares. And if it was anything on that level, I'd just walk away.
Get Carl to finish it. No, that's not going to work.
We watched a horror the other night.
Oh, cool. Which one?
In the Tall Grass.
Yes.
On Netflix.
It's supposed to be really bad, isn't it?
It is bad. I knew it was going to be bad.
The acting's bad, though, not just bad movie. But
I said to Kyle, the acting is pretty crap, especially the child.
Yeah. Okay.
Although I think part of that was bad dialogue. I feel like the script writers are like, I don't know what children sound like. I've never had one. Let's just say he says this.
This is so disappointing.
Yeah, I joked. I don't think I've told him this. He's going to hear this now. But I said, I give my husband a 2 out of 5 for making me watch this movie.
Oh, no. So is that how you rate the person who makes you watch movies?
It's the first time I've done it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a good take on it, actually. Because the movie might be really bad, but you can blame the person.
Exactly.
So you're not actually rating the movie.
Yeah. So
they're good horror movies, like the older horror movies, the ones like Hitchhiker and stuff like that from the 80s and 90s. They're pretty good. You kind of psycho
I haven't even heard of that.
Hitchhiker's quite cool.
Did you find Black Swan odd? Have you seen it?
Black Swan, the one where they run around dancing and stuff. Yeah, it was okay.
Okay, not scary.
No.
Disturbing.
No, I guess. No, not really.
Okay, interesting. All right. Said everything.
Oh, I played Surviving Mars. No,
okay,
seriously.
no, make it scary.
It's not scary though, is it? It goes nighttime, isn't it? Which isn't that scary. I just want to say...
Mars doesn't have nighttime.
It does. It has souls. It has days and night. It goes darker and goes lighter. It goes darker. They have night shift. The lights turn on in the domes because it gets
Dubious.
dubious. Well, it
Okay.
still goes around the sun.
I'm sure you can make a scary spin on this. I made a scary spin. I can make a scary spin.
Well, it's
on
Mars, so there might be
everything.
aliens.
That's
And
true.
aliens are scary.
Did anything weird happen?
No.
You're so bad at this. Okay.
What happened? No, I just don't think it's a scary thing. I just want to say about it because it's amazing.
Okay. Well, give yourself 3 minutes
3 minutes to do what?
to talk about.
Oh, okay.
And not worry about it being scary. Just go for
So
it.
real quick, I decided to install it because it's on Epic Games.
Mm-hmm.
And I installed it. It's a PC game. I didn't install the Xbox version. So I went, okay, Epic Game. I downloaded it's free.
Yep.
Installed it. About 8:30 at night, watching TV, a bit rubbish on TV. Oh, I'll just flick it on and start playing it. 1 o'clock in the morning, Sunday night, I finished playing it. I was like, oh, I should go to bed.
Wow.
Yeah, I should go to bed now. And that was a tutorial for plus playing.
Did you get to the point where, because you have your first set of survivors?
Yep, they did 100 days.
They did 100 days. Do you get a second load?
You pick them,
Get one.
and then you basically when you're ready, you get your first rocket,
Yep.
and then you just get
Oh,
as many
that's
rockets
right.
you like after that, because you obviously have to have jobs for them and places to sleep and power and.
So I've played it, but I didn't get to the point where I could actually pick people yet.
No, really.
Yeah.
So I then
Played it for an hour.
I got into work, and it was annoying me that I didn't play on the Xbox because I missed out on all these achievements or the Game Pass version of it. So then I worked out that I could actually install it on the Game Pass and copy the save game from the Epic one onto the Game Pass one. And then I
Yep.
loaded it up at lunchtime and went, and then 2 achievements pinged straight away. I was like, nice.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. Well, it's only because one of them was like, I don't know, make something, which I was making anyway as I kind
Yeah.
of just churning over. Another one was kind of make a rocket land, and
Yeah.
it happened to just happen at the same time. But I've been doing this anyway, so I was like, this is sweet. Then that night, about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, I flicked it on again.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1:30 in the morning, I started playing it. Lost time completely. I just no idea. It was kind of about 11:30, and then it was 1:30.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
enjoying it.
It's amazing. It's awesome. I love builder games. Like
Yeah.
I really do like them. I like them done well, and kind of I feel like I can actually achieve stuff because sometimes it's so hard.
Yeah.
Like SimCity's too hard almost. Like
Okay.
you kind of start off okay, and then it all goes horribly wrong, and then people start dying.
That's fascinating because I found. Have you played cities?
No, I've not. No.
I found surviving Mars hard,
Okay.
really hard, and
You just got to take your time. You've got to make sure that you have everything more than you need all the time.
Yeah.
Need more power, and you've got to keep using the rockets and getting all the stuff coming in, like the.
right because I think Kyle finds it quite hard as well.
Okay.
So it's interesting that you say that you find
He reckons
SimCity
I'm playing on easy.
difficult.
I don't know if I'm
Could
playing.
be.
I've no idea. I'm playing on easy. I just went through and picked. Oh yeah, this is cool because he's got to give you more stuff, and then
Yeah.
I picked for random because you have 2 things you pick. One is who sponsors you, and another one is what skill you've got. I think it is. And I can't remember what skill I've got, but the sponsor is the Mars one, the 110% one.
The Mars one because
The-
better
it's
than getting the
literally
moon
called-
one
Well,
because then you can only.
can go to the moon.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Okay, so you're loving it.
yeah,
You're addicted.
day 77 in 2 sittings. So.
Wow, nice. Well done.
It's very cool. It's very, very good. Yes. And I'm just working out how to get away from my main area now because there's all these different places.
Yeah.
So I've just built a long power cable to somewhere just to get just to kind of mess around with the commanders because they're the guys that get you away from your main area.
Yeah.
Then you build the dome station, and that's really hard. I really struggled with that.
Have you played around with changing the colors of stuff?
No.
Oh yeah.
I did not
Okay. I
know
think
this.
you can change the colors of stuff,
Okay.
so you can get quite detailed in how you want it to look.
It's very cool. It's very cool. I've got different domes as well, so I need mini domes in certain places just to get the precious metals in that area. So I put a little mini dome next to it, and then
Do you also have to manage your people's mental health?
yes, you do. You have
Are you
to put
finding
in-
that okay?
I had an issue when I ran out of water. People got a bit annoyed. And then
See, that's a horror.
yeah, it is a horror. It
They
was.
had no water.
Yeah, no, a couple of people died, but I managed to get past the first 100 days of no one dying, and it was on day is it 100 days? It can't be 110 days, isn't it?
Yeah, because you said you got to day.
Yeah, so it's
77.
first 10 days, and no one dies in the first 10 days. All goes well. That's happy.
Far out.
Yeah, and then on day 40 or something, that's when I ran out of water because something happened. Oh, I know what it was, because you got to keep fixing stuff. And that didn't, I ran out of the material you need to fix stuff. And there was a rocket on its way. And there was this period of about 2, 3, 5 days or something where I had no water, nothing to fix the stuff that was broken. And I was just dying and panicking. I was like, I can't do anything.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Dragon Ball Z. I tell you why.
Okay.
Because most of the show is everyone just waiting for Goku to pitch up and
Just to save
fix
them all.
everybody.
So the water turned up. It was awesome. And then I had a big electricity issue. I had an over thing on electricity. Took out a few electrical stuff. And then things broke again.
Right.
So it was really bad. And that, again, electric ran out. One of the domes turned off. People started getting panicky. No one died, but I was getting...
Morale dropped.
Morale dropped, yeah. I've got
enough.
78 people there now. I've had 16 babies.
Over 76 days.
It must be years. You said it's days. Oh, it's years. Yeah, so 77 years. It's soul is a year, I think. Yeah.
That sounds better.
Yeah, yeah.
So what?
So you survive the first 10 years with your people.
Right.
And then you got building, and then you get your first baby. So I've had 16 babies, and I've got a total of 78 people. I think that's what roughly that's what.
That's quite impressive. The first 10 years, no one dying.
That's right. Yeah, no one died. Yeah, but I kept it real small because I didn't want to. I was being really careful, and I kept sending out the rover guys to go and pick more stuff. And yeah.
Okay. And do the people's skills increase?
No, they don't. But then you can build schools, and you can build training, and you can. I've just literally built the training center. I'm researching the university to do specialists.
Cool.
So then you can get the kids. The kids are now just at the age where I think they're just into youth age now.
Cool.
So they need schools, and I'm a bit worried about this bit now. I think it's going to get really hard now. Once you get the kids, then you've got to start with universities and do kind of...
Yeah, interesting. Fire. Then you have to handle
to,
teenagers.
Exactly.
They're going to vandalize Mars.
That's right.
It's not on really.
But when you pick people, you have the 12 people you pick, and there's this person is an alcoholic, and this person gets really stressed, but he's really good at this, but he's really... I'm like...
Yeah.
The one's a celebrity I got in, and all these
sort of people. vegetarian, and Carl's like, nope. He said, no. I think you can filter them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and so he's like, no vegetarians.
Yep. I was having issues with jobs though, trying to get people to find to fill jobs and getting the right people. I couldn't grow food at one point because there's a medic living in the food area, working in the food area.
Right.
I was like, how did that even happen? Like, surely they should work it out themselves. So you have to actually go in there to each individual building. Yeah, no, humans. Yeah. So each building, to kick that person out, say this person works here, and then the botanicist, what were they called? Botanists, yeah. Yeah, they work there.
Like now the dude in... that Mars.
That's right. Yes, and there's lots of quotes from like the Martian and Elon Musk and stuff like that. And
that's cool.
Yeah, such fun.
Okay, so that's everything.
So play that game. It's very cool. People play that game.
Well, no, play it in November.
I'll play in November.
Oxenfree.
Just get it now because it's free. Or if you're on Game Pass, you haven't got Game Pass. It's on Epic free anyway.
Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, you get it on Epic now. So that you have it.
Yes.
If you prefer playing on PC. I prefer to play on PC, that kind of game.
Yeah, I was going to play it on Xbox, but mouse and keyboard is so much easier to run around in.
Exactly. Yeah, so download Surviving Mars, but get Oxenfree, because that's also free.
Yes.
Play that, and then tell me what you think, so I can spoil,
so I can talk to you.
Spoil the game at the end of November and not feel bad, because I did warn you. And then in November, you can play Surviving Mars with Lee.
Yes. It's not multiplayer though, is it, sadly?
No.
We'll have to talk to each other and play it.
Emotionally.
I actually streamed it on Discord, bizarrely enough, the game.
Oh, I heard you could do that.
It. Yeah, it was very bizarre.
Cool.
I don't think anyone watched it, but it was funny just to... It said, do you want to stream this? I was like, sure, just do it then. Okay.
Did it work quite well?
I have no idea, because no one watched it, so...
that's hilarious.
Yes. Very cool. Oh, yeah, I think you can multiplayer. Ooh.
I think you might be able to as well.
That would be cool.
So everyone should get it.
Can we just go and abuse, nick each other's stuff?
No.
I'm
not playing games like Minecraft with you or anything like that.
Oh, Minecraft. I've been obsessed with Minecraft as well, but not in the last couple of weeks. But previous to that, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft for some reason.
Yeah, I'd probably... Yeah, I like Minecraft. I'll keep coming back.
I annoyed the kids actually on the weekend. They were playing it on the Xbox, and I was waiting for Surviving Mars to install. So while I was waiting, I jumped onto to Minecraft and jumped in their game they were playing, because you can jump onto games from my PC playing on the Xbox. And they're like, Dad, yes. What are you doing? I just want to come up in and see what you're doing. So you can just hijack people's games.
That's cool. Interesting.
Yes. Do you not know you could do that? It's very cool.
Hijack other people's games?
Yeah, if they're on the LAN, you load up Minecraft.
They have to be logged in?
They're running, they're playing it on the Xbox,
Yes.
And you can just log in and load up Minecraft and then see who's playing. And it says LAN game. You're like, oh, cool, play LAN game and just jump in there.
So it recognises that you're on the same network.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. I haven't played in a while. Maybe haven't played in like a year.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the cool thing is, though, is because it's cross-play, you can, no matter what you're on.
Yeah, that's right. I was on this thing, and the kids are on the Xbox in the front room, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that was it.
Cool. So we have 50 seconds. Right, Lee, so where can they find you on social media if people want to stalk you?
I am Lee Howard on Mixer and Twitter and on Xbox. And that's it. That's where you can find me.
You'll find producer Paul on YouTube, Xbox Live, Mixer,
His own website.
and Twitter at Hippo HQ.
Yep.
You can find Kyle Zarcruis, Xarcui.
CRRUS.
CRIUS, thank
Still
you. On Xbox Live, Twitter, and he streams now. He's
Yes, he does.
got his cool thing up. And you can find me, Jim Bean 44, nearly forgot it, on Xbox Live and Twitter. And good night.
Good night.
And have a good spooky sleep.